Hey everybody, and welcome to the FOCUS Broadband High School Football Game of the Week. Tonight we come to you from Whiteville High School as the Wolfpack take on the visiting Eagles of East Bladen in a 1A-2A walk-on-mall conference matchup. I'm Jay Combs. Whiteville comes into this game with a 6-2 overall record and 3-1 in the conference. Good enough for third place, right behind their opponent this evening, second place East Bladen. The Eagles are 5-4. And 4-1 in the league. Both teams feature strong running attacks. East Bladen features the conference's leading ground gainer in Mason Brooks. The 5'9 senior has rushed for 1,500 yards, averaging 12 yards per carry, and has scored 25 touchdowns. The Pack has a pair of quality running backs in junior Nailagem Powell and senior Amari Best. Powell has amassed 646 yards on the ground while scoring 13 touchdowns. Best has run for 571 yards and 6 scores. So if you like smash mouth football, you're in the right place as Whiteville plays host to East Bladen on the FOCUS Broadband Game of the Week. So we're waiting for the teams to approach the field or get on the field. The captains for Whiteville, Michael Freeman, Jamal Falk, JT Todd, and Luke Autumn. And for the visitors from East Bladen, number 70, Rod Lacewell, and 34, Natoran Corbett, as the Wolfpack take the field. The Pack is coached by J.P. Price. They average 42 points a game. They give up 15 points a game. Their wins this year were against Bunn, West Brunswick, James Keenan, Heidi Trask, East Columbus, and Pender. Their 2 losses on the season were to a highly ranked Clinton squad and West Columbus, who sits atop the conference. They've won their last 2 games last week, 56-6 over Pender. In their last 2 games, they've scored a total of 120 points. And as I said, rushing is their preferred way to move the ball, and they do it very, very well, averaging or gaining 2,168 yards for the season and a remarkable 35 touchdowns. You could almost say the same thing for the visitors from East Bladen. Robbie Priest, 5-4, 4-1. They average 33. They give up a little more at 26. They have victories over West Bladen, South Columbus, East Columbus, Pender, and Heidi Trask. Their setbacks were to North Brunswick, Ashley, James Keenan, and West Columbus. Tonight is their last regular season game. Whiteville will have one more. They've rushed for 2,539 yards on the season, 35 scores. They have had a propensity to fumble 10 times, but defensively, they've done a great job defending, and they've recovered 16 fumbles. So if turnovers become a part of this game, East Bladen is in good shape. There's the kickoff by number 10, Montrez Holland. It's going to roll into the end zone. So we'll have a touchback. And East Bladen will take over at the 25-yard line. Check it. Got that all backwards. Whiteville will take over at the 25-yard line. And it looks like number 6, Luke Autumn, will be under center. Little movement in the line, no flag. Handoff. That's number number 5. That's Amari Best. He's the senior. 571 yards rushing on the season for Best, 6 scores. So second down, call it maybe 7 from about the 28-yard line. Oldham rolls right, looking to throw, tucks it away, and he's turned a quarter. And he's taken out by number 2, Xavier Allen, but not before. He has picked up a first down. Oldham can rush the ball 118 yards on the ground, 1 score. So the Pack moving 1st and 10 from their 40. 11:15 to go here in the opening quarter from Whiteville High School. There's the handoff off the left side, and that's the elusive number 22, Jamal. Check it, 24. Now Jim Powell, the leading rusher on the team, 646 yards. He scored 13 touchdowns this season, the junior Powell. Pack up over the ball quick again, straight handoff again. Now this time it's number 5, Best, and you will see a lot of Best and Powell, who will run most of the running plays this evening for J.P. Price's Wolfpack. 21 in motion, handoff again to 24. As we said, that'll be Powell. Picks up a few inside, but it looks like enough for the first down. Ball at the 25-yard line, right side. Number 5, Best, Amari Best on the carry. That offensive line for Whiteville getting a good charge off the snap. Call it 2nd and 4. (21) Cameron McCavian on the sweep to the left side. McCavian, pretty good runner on his own, 228 yards for the junior. 6 foot, $190, enough for the first down for the Wolfpack. Ball's on the 14-yard line of East Bladen. Red zone time for the Pack. Handoff straight ahead. Bevy of East Bladen tacklers. But not before. A good 5-yard pickup, 23, Mason Brooks, who is a tremendous runner, as you'll see when he gets a chance offensively with the stop that time. Little shift in the Pack. Handoff to the right side. It's a great tackle by number 2. That's Allen. Brings down 5. Amari Best. Best is inside the 5-yard line. Going to call it 3rd and 1 with the ball on the 5-yard line. That's the big guy, 22, Jamal Falk. When I say big guy, Falk, 5'10", 250 pounds, and he can run. He likes the ball in this area where he has scored 5 TDs this season. Another handoff to Falk, and he just bulls his way into the end zone. Number 22, the big guy, Jamal Falk, scores from the 3. Whiteville, early 6-0 lead. Whiteville goes for 2 on the majority of their conversion opportunities. And it appears that's what they'll be doing. Well, no, they're going to kick it this time. Number 6, Autumn the holder, and I think that's 34. Grayson Creech, who's going to attempt the point after. Snap. Ball is blocked. PAT fails, but not before. Whiteville takes a 6-0 lead. As you see, the big guy, Jamal Falk, he just keeps those legs going. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a 250-pound senior running back that you have to pull down. Not able to do it that time. So Whiteville takes a quick 6-0 lead here in the opening quarter at Dr. Henry Trailer scoreboard, a beautiful Jumbotron board that they have here at Whiteville. Really, really a great feature. Don't see that at too many high schools, but you see one here at Whiteville. So Creech will be back to kick off for Whiteville. Yeah, he'll kick the ball from his 40-yard line. 8:17 to go in the opening quarter. 6-0 Whiteville. Creech gets it good to number 2. That's Allen. Allen going cross field, but he's going to be bowled down. That's a great special teams play. I think that might have been number 23 for Whiteville. That's Brooks Frazier if it was, but there are a couple of guys, number 11 downfield, Ashton Hammonds, number 12 also around Deshaun Shipman. So get our first look at a tremendous high school running back for East Bladen, and that would be Mason Brooks. 1,500 yards on the season rushing, averages 12 yards per carry, 25 touchdowns. He has an 80-yard run from scrimmage this year. That's the handoff to Corbett. Quarterback Maynor. Second and 6 for East Bladen. Again, they sit in second place in the 1A, 2A, 4-1. Got beat last week after they had won 4 consecutive games. Maynor takes the snap, hands off to 3-4, and he is belted. Notorian Corbett went down hard by a big tackle by the Whiteville defense. Loss of 2. That's going to make it 3rd and 8. A team that would prefer to run but is capable of throwing. Maynor, the quarterback, 686 yards through the air this season and 8 scores. A little prone to the interception, though, 3 INTs. Back in the gun. Maynor looking to throw, and he hits his target, number 8. That's Malachi Moore, but a bevy of Whiteville tacklers led by number 3, Will Fisher, in on the stop. So that's going to set up probably a punting situation for the visitors from East Bladen. Ball resting on their 22. 4th and 4. So it looks like the punt team is coming in for Robbie Priest's squad. Kemp, Keyshawn Kemp is the punter. He's put 11 inside the 20-yard line, gets it off. Got a spiral, but not a lot of distance. Ball's going to bounce around, call it around the 46-yard line. So Whiteville's going to come out for their second possession with excellent field possession. J.P. Price, the coach of the Pack, guys are always good here at Whiteville. And they don't try to cheat you. They come at you. And they're not ashamed to just keep that ball on the ground and run it hard. Odom takes the snap. Hands off to the inside man, number 24, Powell, but he is nailed. Give a tackle, number 23, Brooks. He runs the ball well, but he plays pretty good defense too. So 2nd and 8, Powell managed to pick up 2 for the Wolfpack. Draw. Got some room. And that's Powell. And Powell dashes and dances his way down to around the 30-yard line and a first down for Whiteville. Quick first quarter, 5:14 to go. 6-0 Whiteville, and they're on the move again. And that's just a great play defensively by a pair of East Bladen defenders. Number 60 was one of them, Kalik Autry. And there was another player as well in on the stop that time. So anytime you're able to shut down Amari Best that way, you've had a good defensive play. 2nd and 10. Autumn looking to the side for the play. Got motion, fakes it, he's going to throw. And he's got somebody open, and that's just a great defensive play by number 4, Darius Williamson. Williamson's got 1 interception on the year. The 5'8", 175-pound senior did a tremendous job that time of coverage and reading where the ball was going and deflected it away. So sets up 3rd down and 10 for Whiteville, just inside the 30-yard line. Well thrown ball, just a well-defended effort by Williamson. Autumn to 5. And 5, as you know by now, is elusive. That is Amari Best doing his best at what he does. A 31-yard touchdown scamper by Amari Best, the senior. That's TD number 7 on the season for Best. A 12-0 Whiteville lead, and looks like they may be going for 2 on this one. Missed the first extra point. It was blocked. So the quarterback, Luke Autumn, back in the gun, looking. He's going into the corner. And the pass was complete. I think that would be number 3, Will Fisher, with the grab. So an excellent drive by Whiteville, taking advantage of great field position. Marched down the field, Best with the long TD run, the 2-point conversion from Autumn to Fisher, and a 14-0 Whiteville lead. Here's a look at the 2-point conversion replay. That's just a well-thrown ball, and Fisher really wanted it more than the defender. So 14-0, 4:12 to go here in quarter number 1. So the Pack off to a great start. Creech on for the kickoff. 3 deep backs. That one's going to go to number 2, Allen. 25, 30, 35. Nice return by the junior Xavier Allen. So East Bladen is going to have good field position to start this second possession of the game for the Eagles at about, we'll call it the 35-6, maybe the 37-yard line. Run inside up the middle. That's Brooks on the carry, but the big guy, Jamal Falk, defensively in on the stop for Whiteville. I think it's 2nd and 8. From the Eagle 39-yard line. 3:39 to go. 14-0 Whiteville with the lead. This is the FOCUS Broadband High School Game of the Week. Handoff. Brooks again. Tough sledding off the right side. But not before he gains 4 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 4. Ball on the 43. Again, with a runner as prolific as Brooks, you'd have to be tempted to just put this ball back in his hands. He averages 12 yards a carry. Not so far tonight, but you kind of know he can break it any time. Trying to get Whiteville to jump. They stay. And that's number 34 on the carry. Latorin Corbett, I think he's going to be a little short. Bunch of Wolfpack defenders in on the stop that time, so it's going to be 4th and less than 1. First big maybe gamble of the game for Robbie Priest, and the Eagles are going to go for it unless they're going to try to draw Whiteville off sides. They tried the last play, did not succeed. That's Corbett again, and he plows off the right side.
Number 34, Natorin Corbett.
Natorin, who is a fine rusher, averaging 6.2 yards per carry this season. 431 yards on the ground. 4 scores for the senior, and a first down at the Eagle 48, maybe the 49. Back to throws, got somebody in the open, just a little bit short. He was looking for number 8, Malachi Moore, but good defense, number 6. That's Odom, the quarterback, number 3, Will Fisher. So Odom, Fisher combined for good coverage that time. Set up a 2nd and 10 for East Bladen. Eagles out over the ball quickly. 2 running backs in the backfield this time. For quarterback Maynor. Maynor hands off to 34. That's Corbett. But he's got no room off the right side. In fact, I think he's probably lost a yard or 2. So it was 2nd and 10. The Whiteville defense stiffens. It's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Eagles. Again, a team that much prefers to run, but does have passing capability. As we mentioned, Kewan Moore, 686 yards through the air. But why throw when you can do that, huh? That's Brooks, brought down by 54. Zay Baldwin. So it's going to set up a 4th down. Ball across midfield. 48-yard line of Whiteville. 21 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Not sure the Eagles are going to snap it, but they're out. Moore looks back to throw. It's got an open receiver, but it is broken up. Excellent play by Will Fisher to knock that attempted pass away. That's going to do it for the first quarter. The Wolfpack with a 14-0 lead over East Bladen. You're watching FOCUS Broadband High School Football Game of the Week. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The opening of the second quarter. Whiteville with a 14-0 lead. A touchdown run by Falk, a touchdown run by Best, and a two-point conversion pass to Fisher accounted for the pair of scores. Whiteville takes over 1st and 10 from around their 48. That's Powell off the right side for a couple. 2nd and 7 for Whiteville. 49-yard line of East Bladen. Odom under center. Hands off. That's Best. And that's a good defensive play by a couple of East Bladen tacklers. Looks like one of them might have been Matthew Kemp, but not before Best picks up a couple to make it 3rd and 6. Ball sitting on the 48 of East Bladen. Odom back in the gun. Quarterback draw, and Odom, depends where they mark it. It's going to be close. Nice stop by Mason Brooks that time. And it looks like it's going to be marked, but just short. So you're going to have a 4th down situation here. And probably less than a yard. Well, oh no, they are going to call it a 1st down. Okay, the chains are moving now. Lots of substitutions coming in for the Pack. Montrez Holland, one of them. Cameron McCavian, another. We got a flag. Procedural call against Whiteville, so still 1st down, but it's going to be 1st and 15 rather than 1st and 10 for Whiteville. 10:20 to go here in the second quarter. Whiteville with a 14-0 lead. Whiteville has scored on both their possessions. East Bladen has not. So Odom going to keep it, runs to the left. Hits the corner, and he is belted out of bounds by number 5, Deshaun Campbell, but not before Odom gains a 1st down, 17-yard run by quarterback Luke Odom. He's rushed for 118 yards on the season. So he's quite capable of tucking the ball away and doing damage with his legs. He certainly did that time. 1st down, Whiteville. That's the inside handoff to number 24. That'd be Powell. Nielton Powell. Powers off the left side. Great charge by the offensive line of Whiteville that time. Looks like we have a timeout. Well, check that. No timeout. But it is a first down. Okay, we got somebody down. Okay. Down in the corner there. Cole Butler a little slow getting up. So 10:05, 1st and 10 for the Pack. Ball at the inside the 20-yard line. Looks about the 18. We're taking a look at J.P. Price and his Whiteville Wolfpack. Telling you, I'd just like to go, like, I couldn't even spot him. He lifts so much, right? JP Price is very much put together. There's the Whiteville Pack mascot. Hey, that guy or gal's got pretty good moves. A lot of fun here at Whiteville. Great crowd. Wonderful principal. Ronna Gore, who I know fairly well, is the principal here, and just a tremendous person. Snap to Odom. Odom right side trying to get around. He's going to go to the end zone, but I think this one's going to come back. My guess, a hold or an illegal block of some variation on the part of Whiteville will let the referee pick up the laundry and let us know. Holding Whiteville. So that's a 10-yard penalty. Ball's going to go back probably around the 28. And it will be respotted there. First down. With 20 to go. Odom wants to pass. Got a receiver wide open. That's Will Fisher. That's Will Fisher with the touchdown reception. A 28-yard throw by quarterback Luke Odom. And Whiteville jumps out to a commanding 20-0 lead. Boy, some kind of breakdown in the backfield of East Bladen that time because Fisher was wide open. The two-point attempt looks like is not going to be successful. McKeevian stop, but look at this play. Odom, little shoulder fake. Somebody bought it, and Fisher wide open for the touchdown. That's a 28-yard pass. Odom to Fisher. PAT failed. But what didn't fail is another touchdown for the Whiteville Wolfpack at a 20-0 lead with 9:40 to go. And the cheerleaders are very happy, as you can see in your picture. Tell you what, we got a crack crew on the cameras this week. They have not yet missed a shot. Big Nate Evers in here calling them out every time. Terrific job. Sam and Mike will be back next week as we finish our regular season package of games. South Brunswick visits West Brunswick, so one of those rivalries that's always a great game to cover. That's a week from tonight. Right now, we're in Whiteville. And the Wolfpack doing what they do best, 20-0 lead with 9:40 to go here in quarter number 2. And we're having a hard time keeping the ball teed up. it's a beautiful night. And, of course, this game was moved from Friday night to tonight because of some pending bad weather coming into the area tomorrow. Okay, we got it up, and there's the kickoff by Creech. It's going to be caught by 2. That's Allen. And a pretty good advance of the ball that time.
Number 2, Zay Best on the return. Number 11, Aston Hammonds on the tackle for the Wolfpack.
So East Bladen will take over 1st and 10. Just inside their 31-yard line. Yeah, there's some other games in the area tonight. West Bladen is hosting Fairmont, and they are winning 7-6. Handoff right side. Brooks. They'll check it. That's Corbett, and he can't go anywhere. In fact, he goes backwards. Great defensive pressure by Whiteville that time. Number 2, Amadeus Morris, I think, was in on the stop that time, and we've got unfortunately got a East Bladen player down. So when play resumes, it'll be 2nd and maybe as much as 20 yards. I'll have to reset the ball. Again, 20-0 Wolfpack. 14 in the first quarter. A 3-yard run by Falk. PAT failed. A Amari Best touchdown run and a 2-point conversion catch by Fisher. Make it 14-0 after the first quarter, and then here in the second quarter, a 28-yard TD pass from Odom to Fisher. Point after fails, and the Pack take a 20-0 lead. We mentioned one score going on tonight. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think Pender is at West Columbus this evening. Another one of those games that moved. West Columbus, by the way, leading the 1A2 Waccamaw Conference. They have defeated both of these two teams here this evening. In fact, East Bladen lost to them 24-8 last week, which snapped that 4-game winning streak. We are going deep, and that's just a remarkable play. Boy, is Will Fisher having a night? He deflected one earlier, he intercepted that one, and he caught the 2-point conversion, and he caught a touchdown pass. And Will Fisher, who has 1 interception on the year coming into tonight, make it 2. And Whiteville takes over at their 47-yard line with 8:43 to go and a 3-touchdown advantage. We're going to take a look at that again. Moore looking for an open receiver, and number 8 was the intended one. That's Malachi Moore, who leads the team in receptions. But Fisher with a great play as we're back to live action. McEvan that time, number 21, kind of gets it up close to the 50. So call it 2nd and 8. 8:23 to go here in period number 2. Whiteville looking to the sideline for this play. Odom back in the gun. He wants to throw. Gets pressure, spins it, and what a catch. What a catch by Caleb Johnson. A star is born on that grab by the junior. Just a beautiful catch. He just read that ball all the way and made his move when he needed to. Pretty good spin that time by Odom. Pack on the move. Ball on the 23. That's a handoff to Best. And Best can't get going, and principally because number couple of white shirts in on the stop that time. I think it's
2 yards on the play. Be second and
maybe
12
2,
from
Allen,
Wolfpack.
maybe 6, Kemp in on the stop. Sam is brilliant at seeing the numbers. I am not, but we'll do as best we can. 2nd and 12. And we got a flag. And another procedural call, illegal substitution
On the Wolfpack.
against Whiteville. So back it up 5 yards. That's going to bring it back to the 30-yard line.
Penalty. Be second down.
Looks like 17 yards for a first on down number 2. Odom, left side, plenty of room. Hits the sideline, does a great job of
The quarterback keeper.
on the keeper off the left side. He's run that play several times here this evening and picked up generous yardage on both occasions. Not enough for a first. So it'll be 3rd down. Looks like about 4 or 5. Balls on the 17 of East Bladen. Odom in the gun. Best standing right beside him. 2 wide outs to the left. 1 wide out to the right. Uh-oh, bad snap. And Odom does the absolute smart thing. Got a 20-point lead.
The 30-yard line.
Possession, 9/10 of the law, right? And so Odom does the smart thing that time and make sure that Whiteville ends up with the football. Going to be quite a distance for a first down, though, as the ball is now on the 31. You got to get inside the 20 to get a first. Going to throw for it. Oh, the hook and ladder. The hook and ladder. Holy cow, what a great call. Did he get enough? I think it was 8 with the hook,
Complete to Will Fisher.
and then
To Cameron
to Fisher, and then a toss to Cameron McCavian. Short of a first, but what a wonderful call.
East Bladen football. First down.
I saw that play one time up in the high school playoffs in Maryland. The last play of the game, the hook and ladder, the team scored the touchdown and won. And to this day, it's still one of the fun moments in my 30-odd years of doing this. But great execution that time and a terrific call. And they almost pulled it out. But East Bladen bends, doesn't break, so they get a shot now trying to climb back in this game. 1st and 10 from their 14. And that's a handoff to the big guy.
Number 23, Mason Brooks. On
And
the
that's
carry.
Mason Brooks. And he's really been held in check here so far this evening, but not that time.
10 yards. It'll be first down.
As
East
Brooks
Bladen.
picks up 10, first down for
24-yard line.
the Eagles with 5:57 to go here in quarter number 2. Whiteville up 20-0. But if you get Brooks going, he's got a 80-yard run to his credit this year in those 1,500 yards. He can go. He can bust it. Trying this time. No. Wow. Somebody down deep.
Number 2, Amadius Morris on the tackle.
Morris.
Number
Great
23,
stop that
Mason
time
Brooks with another carry.
to slow down
The
Brooks.
Eagles, a 7-yard
Still
pickup.
picked up 7, but could have been a lot more absent Amadius Morris's tackle, the 6', 220-pound senior. Got an update. Pender West Columbus tied at 12 in quarter number 2. As we are here, 2nd down, 3 to go. Oh, you hear pads popping up here, and there's some hitting going on in the interior.
54, Zay Baldwin.
That's Baldwin in on the stop. Maybe not even a gain, probably a loss. So still third down, call it 4, maybe even 5 for the Eagles, and they really need to pick this up. They don't want to have to punt from deep in their territory. So we got a delay in the game, and I think we're probably going to get a timeout called.
Timeout, East Bladen.
Indeed it was. Their first charge timeout of the game for East Bladen High School from Elizabethtown. Coaches Robbie Priest. 5-4 on the year for the Eagles and 4-1 in the 1A, 2A Waccamaw Conference. They average 33 a game. They give up 26 a game. This is their last regular season game tonight. They played 9. The regular season is 10. Whiteville, this is their 9th game. They'll have one more next week to close out their regular season. And then we will see how the seedings and the playoffs go for presumably both of these teams. Clearly, Whiteville would be shocking if they're not playing in the first round the following week. And they'll finish up, the Pack will finish up their season next week over at South Columbus in Tabor City, the Stallions. South is 1-4 overall, 3-5 in the 1A, 2A Waccamaw Conference at this time. 3rd and 4. Got a whistle, it's going to stop the play. So offsides on Whiteville. That might be enough, or certainly close. It's going to be enough to pick up the first down for the Eagles. So they finally get a break and continue this drive. Another 4 downs as the chains move. Ball's going to come out to their 35-yard line. 1st and 10 with under 4 to go here in the opening half. Maynor under center. Ball fake, looking to throw. Down deep, overthrows his intended receiver, number 21, Jamarius Smith. Defended well by Caleb Johnson. So that's going to make it 2nd and 10 for the visitors. Any folks watching, if you have not been to Whiteville for a game, you need to make a trip. If for no other reason, you're going to see a great football team, but you're going to see this scoreboard, which is just fantastic. Maybe we'll get a shot of it, I'm sure, various times before the game's over this evening. Maynor, handoff. That's the big guy, Brooks. He plows off the left side. Probably going to get about 5. But again, I think Whiteville has done a really nice job this season, this evening, of holding down the season-leading rusher in the 1A, 2A conference. 1,500 yards on the ground coming into the game. And he's picked up some tonight, but nowhere near that. Nowhere near his 12-yard per carry average. 3rd down. Toss left. And Whiteville just plays such good. They stretched the edge that time, would not let Mason Brooks get around the left corner. He picks up a couple. So it's going to be 4th and 1, and another decision that Coach Priest is going to have to make with under 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Whiteville, great job of defending the edge that time, because if Brooks, who is built like a tank, 5'9", but 235 pounds, what a big guy. 3 backs. Eagles going for it. And they're going to get it in large part because of a guy who averages
Number 23, Mason Brooks.
12 yards a carry, and you saw a little bit of it that time. May not necessarily run away from you, although I can't say that he can't. But I'll tell you one thing, he will take some hits and he will deliver some hits, and he did that time, dragging a couple of Wolfpack tacklers to the Whiteville 44-yard line and a first down. Under 2 to go here in the second quarter. Moore throwing, wide open. 3-4, Natorin Corbett with a fine catch, but an excellent throw that time by quarterback Kewan Maynor. 41 yards. Maynor to Corbett. And the first touchdown of the night for East. And East Bladen really needed that. Number 10, Blaine Pope, handles points after for East Bladen. He's a senior. 13 for 18. Gets it up. And it's no good. Faded a little bit to the left. And there's the pass being caught by Corbett. Really just a great play that time by East Bladen. Perhaps a little bit of breakdown in the secondary of West Brunswick, but take nothing away from the fine pass, catch, and a 41-yard touchdown, which cuts the margin to 14 points at 20-6 with 1:40 to go here in the half. 8 TD passes on the season for Maynor coming into the game this evening, and make it 9 now. As Natorin Corbett, who caught 5 coming in and 1 score, make it at least 6 now, and 2 scores on the season for Corbett, 5'10" senior. So Pope's going to tee it up. And let's see if he's going to squib it, kick it all the way. And a little bit of a kind of an onside kick, and it's bouncing around, and Whiteville is going to score, I think. Did they mark it? Touchdown. Holy moly. I think it was Amari Best who caught the onside kickoff in the air and proceeded to march about, I'd say 46, 47 yards down the right side. Was kind of pushed into the end zone by an East Bladen defender, but remarkable job of keeping his balance. So 26 Wolfpack, in for the point after is Creech. Got a flag. So a 41-yard kickoff return by Amari Best on an attempted onside kick. Robbie Priest gambles a little, and it backfires on the Eagles as Whiteville turns around and scores quickly now instead of going for the kick. The Pack's going to go for 2 because of the penalty. Ball marked inside the 1. And that's the big guy. Let's watch it again. I want to see where he catches the ball. I said the 41. No, make it the 45 of Whiteville. So it's a 55-yard 55-yard score, kickoff return for a score by Amari Best, and a 28-0 or 28-6 Whiteville lead. The two-point conversion run successful by Jamal Falk. So 28-zip, or 28-6. I keep saying nothing. Don't forget that great touchdown pass for East Bladen. Still 1:30 to go here in quarter number 2. Plenty of time for a team that averages 33 points a game, they being East Bladen, to maybe do some damage. Ball dropped, but picked up and nicely advanced. That's number 2, Xavier Allen, who has returned all the kicks this evening. It looks like we got an East Bladen player down inside the 35-yard line of East Bladen. So we'll take a glance at the Whiteville huddle as the injured player is attended to. Again, if you have him in the Whiteville, come out and look at the scoreboard. Nate, I don't know if we can get a shot of the scoreboard or not, but it is well worth the look. Looky, looky, looky. Jill delivers. And what a one. Look at that scoreboard, folks. This is high school football. And I swear, we're over in we're in Charlotte watching the Panthers, right? Beautiful, beautiful. Hoggard High School up in Wilmington has one. I'm sure it will not be long before more, and hopefully all the high schools and the Mid-Eastern Conference, including the Brunswick County schools, will have that same great feature. Okay, the injured player is helped off the field. He's moving around on his own. So the Eagles will get a shot with 1:22 to go. The ball at their 32. Trailing 28-6. So Maynard, under center, had the nice touchdown pass the last possession. See if he goes up there again. He's looking. He's sending that. Could be into. Oh, close. Close to an interception. I think it was number 4, Caleb Johnson, around the ball. Number 6 or number 8, probably more, who is the leading receiver, the intended target that time. So that stops the clock. 2nd and 10, ball on the 32. 1:15 to go here in period number 2. Ashton Hammonds checking out for the Pack. Here comes Maynard in with the play from the sideline by East Bladen. So Maynard under center. And nobody surprised at all on the Whiteville side of the field. 22, the big guy, Jamal Falk, in on the stop. That's just a good penetration by Jamal Falk. And that's going to cause a probably 5-yard loss. So the Pack takes a timeout because JP is looking at that board and he's saying, 3rd and 15. We hold them here. We got a good shot of getting this ball back, and who knows? Time to maybe do something. So pretty good clock management by JP Price and the Whiteville coaching staff. So teams getting back on the field, and we'll see what Coach Priest has drawn up for this important. I thought it was third. They got fourth. I think it's third down. Uh-oh. Tough snap. And there's a chance. There's a chance. Then, wow, what a great job.
Number 8, JT Todd. Number 11.
JT Todd, the receiver, or second on the stop. And I'm not sure the number of the East Bladen receiver that time, but whoever it was, may have been number 8 more, but did a terrific job of eluding the first tackler. Sets up 1st and 10. 21 until he is roped to the ground by Montrez Holland. Jamarius Smith, the receiver that time, but because of Holland's great play, it's actually a loss of a yard. A running clock down to 13, 12, 11. East has got a chance for one more play here in the second quarter. Moore, gun, downfield, looking, overthrows his intended receiver. Great coverage by the secondary of Whiteville. So that's going to do it for the first half. The Wolfpack doing a tremendous job offensively and defensively here this evening. They're going to locker room with a commanding 28-6 halftime lead. You are watching FOCUS Broadband High School Football Game of the Week. And welcome back to Whiteville High School, where the Wolfpack has a commanding 28-6 lead at the half of their game this evening against the visitors from East Bladen High School. 2 scores in the first quarter for Whiteville. Falk on a 6-yard run, Best on a 27-yard run, a 2-point conversion pass from Odin to Fisher. Quarter number 2, a 28-yard pass from Odin to Fisher, a 55-yard kickoff return by Best, and a 2-point conversion by Falk. 28 points for Whiteville and 6 points on a 41-yard pass from Maynor to Corbett. The PAT failed, and that's where we are at 28-6. The opening kickoff goes to East Bladen, and that's number 2, Allen, and he's got some room. He's got some room, and he goes all the way down or up to the 50-yard line. A tremendous return by Xavier Allen. He has returned all of the kicks this evening for East Bladen. So a good way for the Eagles to start out this second half, trailing 28-6. So it looks like there might be a penalty on that play. And I'm thinking if there is, and the way they're walking, looks like it's going to go against Whiteville. And if it does, that ball is going to be advanced all the way down to the Wolfpack 35-yard line. So add 15 yards to the return of Xavier Allen, and East Bladen is going to start off in great field position to open up the third quarter at the Whiteville 35. Quan Maynor under center for the Eagles. And he tosses it to 23. That's Brooks.
Number 2, Amadius Morris on the tackle.
Determined run by Brooks.
23, Mason Brooks.
Probably picks up about 6. Morrison on the stop for Whiteville. So call it 2nd and 4 for East Bladen. 28-6. Whiteville in the lead. 11:20 to go here in the third period from Whiteville High School. Great crowd here, watching their pack. Handoff, right side. That's Allen. Allen's got some speed, and he is able to turn the edge and get around the corner. Nice pickup by Allen. Stopped by Amari Best, but not before Allen picks up a first down. And that ball is going to be marked at the Whiteville 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 20 for East Bladen. Good run back to start it. Penalty helped. And a couple of good runs from that potent rushing attack. 2,539 yards as a team rushing this season. 35 scores on the ground. Gore. Handoff. Not much going this time. That's Allen running. And Jamal Falk, the big guy, in on the stop with some help from those other big guys. 50 Gabe Young up front. 77 Nate Robinson. Got some size in the interior of that Whiteville defensive line. So pickup of 1, call it 2nd and 9 from the 19. Gore, handoff Brooks. Bumping and grinding off the left side before he's brought down. Morrison on the stop. Not before Brooks advances for a couple. So the ball's going to be inside, just inside the Whiteville 15-yard line. Call it 3rd and 5. 9:45 on a running clock. Clearly 2-down territory for East. They need scores. Moore, handoff to Brooks. Brooks busting and spinning and rattles and rolls his way down for a first down. Jamal Falk on the stop, but not before Mason Brooks picks up a first down from about the 8-yard line. So it's goal to go from the 8 for the Eagles of East Bladen. Full house in the backfield behind Maynard. Maynard turns, hands. Right side. JT Todd in on the stop that time of Xavier Allen. So a pickup of 3, so second and goal from the 5-yard line. Maynard trots in from the side with the play from Coach Robbie Priest. 2 guys in the backfield. He hands off to the second one, and that is Brooks, and he bulls his way off the left side. And that is a score, the first of the night for Mason Brooks. 5-yard run by Brooks. And cuts the Whiteville lead to 16 at 28-12, pending the point after. So that kickoff return and that 15-yard penalty really helped East Bladen to begin this third quarter. They'll be going for 2. And the snap is bobbled. Moore running, wants to throw it, trying to turn his body around. Pass incomplete. I think it was intended for Corbett. So the 2-point conversion fails. And that takes the score 28, Whiteville 12, East Bladen with 8 minutes, 7 seconds to play here in the third period. Get a break here as they set up for the ensuing kickoff. That's number 10. Blaine Pope handles kicking for East Bladen. Now, the last time we saw Blaine, he tried a onside kick that kind of turned into disaster of sorts as Amari Best grabbed the loose ball and sped 55 yards down the sideline for a touchdown. And he's going to try it again. And this time, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think the ball went the required 10 yards. So I believe Whiteville is going to take over at the East Bladen 49-yard line. An onside kick for a live ball has to go a minimum of 10 yards from where you kick it. That one went 9. So the Pack, their first offensive possession in the third quarter, and they start from great field position. And there's the handoff to Best, and he gets around the left side before he is pushed out of bounds by number 7, Cole Butler. But he's going to take it down to the 39. That's going to be awfully close. In fact, it is a first down. Amari Best sweep off the left side. So Luke Odom with Best beside him in the backfield. Hands off. Best off the right side. Still on his feet. Refuses to go down. Amari Best showing what he does best, which is rush the football. That's a 10-yard gain. Should have probably been 2. And another first down for the Wolfpack. Handoff. Nope, fake the handoff. That's Odom. That is Odom. And he has run a few times this evening, and every time he has run, he has been successful. Another first down for Whiteville. Ball's going to be marked at the 8, so first and goal from the 8-yard line for Whiteville with a 28-12 lead, 7:20 to go here in the third period. Moore, hands off. That's 2-4. That's Powell. So Powell picks up a couple. He's taken down by number 60, Kalik Autry, and a host of Eagle defenders. Fake by Odom, but East Bladen really well defended that time. Deshaun Campbell with the stop. Odom picked up a couple. Ball's down to the 3. So it's third and goal from the 2 or the 3 yard lines. Hand off to the big guy. And that's Falk. And that's what he does best. Score touchdowns inside that 5 yard line. He is a tough hombre to bring down, and once again shows his strength and physicality with a 3 yard run. And the score for the Pack. So they're going to go for the conventional point after this time. 34 Grayson Creech in to attempt the extra point. Creech looks up and looks good. Grayson Creech with the point after. We'll watch it again. This is nothing fancy, ladies and gentlemen. You just hand it off to 255 pounds, let him get behind those big guys on the offensive line and plow his way in for his second score of the night and a 35-12 Whiteville lead. So 35-12, Whiteville. 6:25 to go in the third quarter. And they just announced the winning ticket number in this evening's draw. And judging from the number of people that are here, particularly from Whiteville, somebody's going to go home with a little bit of cash in their pocket. So Creech kicked the point after. Now he's out to handle the kickoff. Again, with his Wolfpack 23 points ahead of East Bladen. Oh, Allen's not able to field this one, and he's going to have to return. He starts at about his 2. Evades one tackler, and now he's coughed the ball up, and who's got it? I think Whiteville may have the football. I think it was number 9, Lennon, who picked up the dropped kickoff return by Xavier Allen. There is a flag on the field. And so let's let the officials sort this one out. Certainly there was a fumble. Certainly Whiteville recovered, but it looks like there was a penalty involved. Whiteville was kind of a late flag and didn't see the call. So the ball's marked at the East Bladen 25, where Whiteville will take over. And a chance to really put this one maybe a little out of reach. Odom under center. Hands off to number 24. That's Powell. Powell, fine running back. Just a junior, so Best will move on after his senior season, but Powell will be back next year and a very, very good running back. A lot of movement out there, no flag. Luke Odom calmly looking to the side for the play. That's a handoff to Best. And that's just a nice defensive play by number 6-0, Kalick Autry. In on the stop to stop Amari Best. So make it third and call it 3, long 3, short 4. There's the handoff, left side, plenty of room for Best. And he picks up the first down. Darius Williamson picks up a good tackle and maybe a headache to boot, but 5, Amari Best delivering the blow and delivering a first down for Whiteville. 5 minutes to go in third quarter. They are first and goal from the 7. Well, that's a great play by Campbell. Odom that time, ball faked, kept it. But I believe it was number 5, Deshaun Campbell, who did a good job of staying home and brings Odom down. No gain, so 2nd and 7, 2nd and goal from the 7. There's a pass completed to Amari Best, and he may have picked up a couple. Check it, loss of a yard. So you're going to move it back at or close to the 10-yard line. So what's starting out fairly promising, 2 downs to make 10 yards. No chance for a first down. So again, Odom looking to the side for the play call. Powell in the backfield. He gets the handoff. Rifles off the right side. Think he's going to get down to around the 5-yard line, so it's going to be 4th down and goal from the 5. And we'll see what J.P. Price elects to do here. We don't see the kicker on the field, so they are going to go for it. Odom hoping maybe to draw someone offside. Not able to do so. Motion left. Odom going to throw. Got a receiver, and he is in. Touchdown, Whiteville. McAvan with the catch and score. Odom with another TD pass. And the Pack jump out to a 41-12 lead pending Creech's extra point attempt. Snap, spot, kick, perfect. Creech with a point after. Here's Odom looking for McCavian out of the backfield. Tackle attempt at the goal line, but to no avail as Whiteville jumps out to a 30-point lead, 42-12 with 2:56 to go here in the third quarter. So that is a 5-yard pass. Odom to McVian. And Creech's point after is good. West Bladen up 2, 14-12 over Fairmont in the fourth quarter. Creech's kickoff, handled at the 10. And that's number that time the return by number 8, Malachi Moore. And on the ensuing return, we've got a Whiteville player down. So there'll be a brief stoppage of play here as they're helping to get the player off the field. And I'm not sure what, getting good attention and getting it real quick on the sideline. So play is going to resume pretty quick here.
To announce the 2023-2024 Wolfpack Varsity Cheerleaders, brought to you by Hilton Realty. Jenna Arrington.
The cheerleaders are getting their introduction on the side of the field. Even have a sponsor. That's pretty big time. Hilton Realty. Okay, that's 23. Brooks. And the phantom tackler got him that time, although Johnson had a little part of it. Not before he picks up maybe 5. So call it 2nd and 5, ball on the East Bladen 41, 2:25 to go. Whiteville 42, East Bladen 12. Maynard under center. Hands off to Brooks. Brooks kind of bulls his way to another 2-3 yard gain. This is going to be third and short at the East Bladen 44+ yard line. So the Eagles out over the ball. Maynard under center. 3 in the backfield. And who gets it? Looks like number 2, perhaps. I think it might be Xavier Allen, and it was on the run. Picks up, call it 1, and that's going to make it 4th and 1 from the East Bladen 45-yard line. Important play for the Eagles if they want to stay within any kind of shouting distance of Whiteville. Hand off to the big guy, and it's going to be close. It depends where Brooks is given, and it looks like he has picked up just enough for a first down. So call it 1st and 10 from the East Bladen 47. Probably the last snap of quarter number 3 as we are at the 22nd mark. Snap to Moore, he wants to throw. Looking downfield, got an intended receiver. And it's out of bounds, but there is also a flag on the play. Good chance that is going to be pass interference against the Wolfpack. We'll let the officials sort it out. Only 6 seconds to go here in the third period. Maynard's pass to Malachi Moore, incomplete, but a flag thrown on the play. Let's see how it's going to go. Pass interference against Whiteville. So East Bladen will not only retain possession, but they'll pick up a first down, and they will advance the ball into Wolfpack territory. Looks like it's going to be marked at about the 40, check it, 37, 38-yard line of Whiteville. So only 6 ticks to go here in the third period. East Bladen with a fresh set of downs and an opportunity to carve a little more out of the big margin. Handoff, nothing going. Big tackle. Zay Best on the carry, 58. Falk on the stop, and that's going to end it for the third quarter. And as we get ready for quarter number 4, it's Whiteville 42, East Bladen 12. You're watching the FOCUS Broadband High School Football Game of the Week. And welcome back to quarter number 4. Yeah, welcome to Wolfpack Country. And the Wolfpack are not very good hosts to East Bladen here this evening with a 42-12 lead as we begin quarter number 4. Maynor under center. Second down and 11. He rolls right, wants to throw, gets it up in the air, and this one is intercepted. Intercepted by Whiteville, number 11, Ashton Hammonds. The deflected pass. Hammonds comes up with the ball and advances it back upfield, and there's a lot of happy Wolfpack players congratulating, I believe it was number 11, Ashton Hammonds with the INT. So the Pack take over with 11:45 to go here in the fourth and final quarter. They're going to get the ball at their 25 with a 30-point 42-12 advantage over East Bladen. So Luke Odom under center, hands it off, and that ball's loose. And I think East Bladen in on the recovery. Not sure who gets credit. I think 21, Jamarius Smith, was around the ball. As I mentioned a while back, East Bladen does a great job of recovering fumbles. They had 16 coming into this evening's game. That's at least 17 for the Eagles, and they not only needed it, but they got great field possession to boot. They're going to take it inside the 30-yard line of the Wolfpack, call it the 28. So 1st and 10 for East Bladen from the 28-yard line of Whiteville. So handoff right side. And that's number 6. Either, I think it's Matthew Kemp, or it might have been 5. Yeah, Matthew Kemp, who gains some positive yards, picks up a first down and a little bit more on a nice run off the right side. So first down, 10 yards to go. The ball down to the 14-yard line of Whiteville. Eagles out to the ball. Maynor over center. Loses the snap. But I think East Bladen recovered that. Indeed, they did.
A loss of 1 yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11.
So a loss of 1, 2nd and 11 for the Eagles of East Bladen. Need to score here and then try to get the ball back as quickly as possible. Ball on the 15 of Whiteville. Maynard, hands off, run up the middle and run for the score.
Number 23, Mason Brooks.
That's Mason Brooks, the leading rusher in the area, and he picks up his first touchdown of this evening's game. A 14-yard run. East needed that. Check it. Second touchdown on the ground for Brooks this evening. And the Eagles look like they're going to go for 2. And we've got a penalty on the play. Maybe too much time. That whole play was a little slow getting in from the East Bladen sideline. So going to back them up 5. So the 2-point conversion will occur at about the 8-yard line. Maynard's got some wide receivers, and he's looking for one of them right now. And there, was almost an interception by Tyshawn Lennon on that 2-point conversion opportunity. Well, here's check it, Brooks's touchdown run, and he's just a tough guy. And, by the time you get to the fourth quarter, when you're having to try to stop some kid that's 5'9", 235 pounds, it's a little different than when you hit him in the first quarter, right? But he's still going. Well, anyway, the touchdown cuts the margin to 42-18 with 10:41 to play here in the game. Whiteville with the lead. And that scoreboard plays some good music, too. Now they got the Jackson 5 playing. Holy moly. And what a shame I'm old enough to remember. So 42 Whiteville, 18 East Bladen. 10:41 to go here in the fourth and final period. FOCUS Broadband happy to bring you this high school football game of the week, and another onside kick attempt, but it is covered and covered nicely by number 12, Deshaun Shipman. That's not an easy thing to do. An odd-shaped ball takes odd-shaped bounces, and Shipman, senior tight end outside linebacker, did a great job of part of that hands team and dropped on that ball. So the Pack will take over with good field position to start this drive at their 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff, Best gives you a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but he is tackled out of bounds. A pretty good play defensively by, I think it's number 8, Malachi Moore. Picked up a couple, but we've got a player down inside the 35-yard line. So we'll have a brief stoppage of play. While we do, what do I have for you here? Hey, how about some of the leaders in the 1A, 2A Waccamaw Conference? The passing leader is the quarterback at West Columbus, Unique Kelly. He is a terrific athlete. 835 yards through the air. The rushing leader, as we told you, is Mason Brooks of East Bladen with 1,500 yards coming into the game this evening. Malachi Moore of East Bladen has 508 receiving yards to lead everyone in the 1A, 2A conference. Tackles, Ryder Haynes from West Columbus, 102 tackles, 73 solo. And interceptions, Jordan Hensley of Pender, and again, Unique Kelly, I told you he's a great athlete, of West Columbus. Both have 3. Okay, we are ready to resume with 10:21 to go. Odom wants to throw. Deep downfield, almost an acrobatic catch by number 3, Will Fisher. And that's a very, very good pass defense by number 4, Darius Williamson. Pretty good toss that time by Odom as well, but just a good play by Williamson. So that pass is incomplete, stops the clock at 10:09, and we still got a 3rd down and 7 to go at the 40-yard line of Whiteville. Motion, Odom tucks. He turns, and now it's a track. Meet, and will he be caught? He will. Number 8, Malachi Moore runs him down, but not until Luke Odom advances the ball down to the 25-yard line, but there may be a flag on the play. See that yellow flag at just inside the 50-yard line, and that's the area where there may have been a holding or some kind of illegal blindside block, which probably had a lot to do with Odom being able to spring free the way he did. So wipe off the long run by Odom, and we are going to march the ball back to inside the Wolfpack 35, call it the 34. So it's going to be 3rd down again, but instead of 7, it's going to be a long. Odom looking to throw. Going deep. Got an open receiver because one of the defenders fell down. That's number 3, Fisher. Going, gone. Will Fisher. Ball was thrown from the 3rd, so call it 13 and 50. 63-yard touchdown pass. Odom, Fisher, their 2nd pass of the night for a score. Wolfpack and Fisher caught a break that time because number 4, Williamson, lost his feet. He went down. Ball floated right to Will Fisher, and he caught it and did the rest. So 48 for the Pack, pending this extra point by number 34, Grayson Creech. He has kicked the last 2 successfully. And this one is blocked. Looked like a little bit of a tough snap from the beginning. Tried to get the ball down, but good effort that time by East Bladen defending the kick. So the point after fails, but the Wolfpack still get the touchdown and a 48-18 point margin. And there's the Pack cheerleaders. How do they carry that flag and keep it so straight? I don't know, but they can. Great job by the cheerleaders. You can see them in the screen right now. Got a lot to cheer about with a 30-point lead here. 9:40 to go in the 4th quarter. Next week, as we mentioned, I believe Whiteville is at South Columbus. And this is the final game of the regular season for the Eagles. Here comes Creech's kickoff from the 40-yard line. Boots it down to the 10. That's Allen. Check it. That's Moore. Moore advances the ball back out. Good return to around the 30-yard line of East Bladen. Got a score of that West Bladen Fairmount game. Fairmount 26, West Bladen 14. Is that a final or is that in the fourth quarter? It's a fourth quarter score with only a couple of minutes to go. Still looking for an update on Pender and West Columbus. If anybody home knows, send Nate a text. Handoff up the middle. Never stopped. That's Jamal Falk on the stop. Give him a 3-yard gain. Call it 2nd and 7. Ball at about the East Bladen 34. Moore hands off to 5. Campbell. Campbell trying to cut up off the right side. Maybe nudges the ball forward a bit. Campbell with 43 yards rushing this year coming into the game tonight. Caught a pass for 13 and advances the ball into a makeable 3rd and 2 down and distance situation for Robbie Priest, East Bladen Eagles. Moore under center, handoff, and that's probably gonna be enough. That's Brooks on the carry. Big load to bring down. And I think he did gain enough to advance the chains. And we got a 1st and 10 from the East Bladen 41-yard line, trailing Whiteville 48-18. Moore wants to throw. Across his body. He's got a receiver. That receiver is
complete to number 35, number 4, Caleb Johnson.
35 Johnson. Caleb Johnson on the stop. But another 1st down for the Eagles of East Bladen High School. Looking at Rodney Lacewell, big left tackle for East, number 70, 300 pounds. That is a man. Oh, they tried to run a little inside reverse until they ran into Morris. Amadius Morris with a big stop, not fooled, and a great play by the senior linebacker. So that's going to make it 2nd down. A loss of 2. So 2nd and 12 for East Bladen. J.P. Price got to be happy with his defense tonight, and particularly on that stop. Everybody stayed home, made their reads, and Morris doing the heavy lifting. Got a procedural call, I think. Oh, timeout. Check it. Timeout. East Bladen takes a first charge timeout of the half for the visitors. Pretty well played game in terms of penalties. The last couple of games that we've had here on Focus have had as many penalties as anything else, but both teams tonight have done a nice job of being disciplined and being in the right spot, and have done a real good job. J.P. Price, of course, the coach here at Whiteville, and wow, he's just done a great job and does it year in, year out. Good look at the huddle there of the pack. Coach Price probably 15 yards away from him, but he knows what's going on in the huddle, trust me. Anyway, when we resume, it'll be 2nd and 12 from the Whiteville 45, 6, 7. As the Eagles come out to try to narrow this margin down. Trailing right now 48-18 with 6:41 to go here in the fourth quarter. Kewan Moore over the ball, wants to pass, getting some pressure, throws it downfield, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by number 4, Caleb Johnson. Maynard was getting some pressure that time by 58, Dante Falk. And threw it up for grabs, and the grabber was Whiteville's Caleb Johnson. That's, I believe, the 3rd interception of this evening's game for Whiteville. Here's the pressure from 58. Moore just tries to get rid of it. Had a couple of intended receivers down there, but number 4, Caleb Johnson, in the right place, right time, and gets the interception for the Wolfpack. So they're 1st and 10 from their 29. Trying to run the ball around the right side. That's number 5, Best. And a good job by the left side of the East Bladen defensive front 4. Approaching the under 6-minute mark here in the fourth period. Wolfpack 2nd and 10 from their 29. Handoff to Best. Left side, evades 1 tackler, evades 2. And gets out before he is knocked out of bounds at around the 39-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Whiteville first down and advance the chains for 4 more downs. Whiteville does that a lot, moves the chains. 1st and 10 from the 39, 5:50 to go. Wolfpack in control. Sweet handoff. 15, Zay Bennett. Good yardage picked up by Bennett. 5'7" sophomore. And he's going to pick up enough for another first down by Whiteville. Guess the only thing the first downs do that's bad for Whiteville right now is stops the clock. Don't pick them up so quick. Inside handoff to number 5, Best. Best rumbles and stumbles his way down to inside the 40-yard line of East Bladen. Amari Best having a wonderful game here this evening. Had 570 yards rushing coming into this evening. He has done nothing but increase that significantly. Scored two touchdowns, one on the kickoff return. Here's a handoff straight up the middle by 24, Powell. Powell, an impressive back on his own right. In fact, the leading rusher, 646 yards coming into this evening's game and 13 touchdowns. 6-foot junior. The Pack just moving the ball. Powell again, but no, he is going to be slung to a stop by, looks like, number 11, that's Suggs, and number 5, Campbell, in on the stop for East Bladen. So no gain, 2nd and 10, ball on the 22-yard line of East Bladen with the clock getting ready to go under 4 minutes. So no big urgency on the part of Whiteville to get this play going. Odom wants to throw. Passing the, oh, what a beautiful throw and catch. Luke Odom has been spot on this evening, and Will Fisher having the game of his life. That's his, I believe, 3rd touchdown pass tonight. This one from 29 yards. Another TD. By the Wolfpack, another TD pass from Odom to Fisher. The point after attempt by Creech. And we've got a flag. Offsides, East Bladen. So the penalties declined. And the Wolfpack with Creech will attempt the extra point. Odom's the holder. Good snap, good spot. Kick is up. And it is good. Let's watch this pass again from Odom. And Fisher is well behind the defender. That would be number 8 Moore. But just a good route and a wonderful pass and plenty of time for Odom to throw. Give that offensive line some credit to give Luke Odom the opportunity to throw his 1, 2, 3, 4th touchdown pass of the game. And a now pretty much done game at 55-18 with 3:42 to go in the 4th quarter. So Odom is having a whale of a night throwing the ball. And again, this is for a team that loves to run the ball, right? So when you can mix it up like that, you're going to be very successful. And as we, kind of at the end of the season, the end literally for East Bladen tonight and one more game for Whiteville, that ability to run and throw can be very helpful as you get into the playoffs. Big time coverage hit by number 2. How many tackles has Morris made here this evening?
Number 21, Jamarius Smith, stopped at the 21-yard line.
Jamarius Smith got the hit. Did a great job of hanging on to the ball. So the Eagles, maybe their last chance here this evening to try to get on the board with 3:35 to go. They're going to take over at their 24-yard line, 1st and 10, trailing 55-18. Play coming in from the side. That's 21, Jamarius Smith, I guess, bringing in the play. Or no, they're still talking. I think East Bladen may have to take a timeout, and they do. So 55 Whiteville, 18 East Bladen. When we resume play, the ball's on the 24 of East Bladen. 1st down, 10 yards to go, and only 3:35 to play. With the victory tonight, East Bladen will drop to 5-5 for the season and 4-2 in the 1A, 2A Waccamaw conference. Whiteville, with the win, will advance to 4-1. Will jump ahead of East Bladen. They'll be in second place in the conference and improve to 7-2 overall on the season. So we got to play in now. Timeout is over. And a snap is bobbled. I'm trying to see who the quarterback is for. Yeah, I thought we may have a new quarterback for East Bladen. Number 3, Keyshawn Kemp, just a sophomore, handles the punting duties. He's thrown 4 passes this year, completed 2 for 48 yards, and one of them was a touchdown. But Maynor, the junior, is going to get a chance to catch his breath here, it appears, for the final 3 minutes of this contest, and let the sophomore Kemp get some very valuable game experience. So second down and 12 from the 22-yard line. And the sophomore Keyshawn Kemp getting kind of a rude welcome. 31 on the tackle. That's Amir Young from his defensive end position, the senior. So loss on the play.
7 yards on the play. It'll be a 3rd and long for the Eagles.
So the ball is going to be marked down at the 20. I'll check it. 17-yard line. So a loss on that play. 3rd down, 17 to go as we approach the 2-minute mark of tonight's contest. And we have some whistles on the field. Too much time. Delay a game against East Bladen. And when you get some new players in at the end of the game, trying to kind of get their rhythm, trying to establish themselves, sometimes it takes a few shots to do that. So it'll be 22 yards to go for a first down. The ball now on the 12-yard line with 1:53 on the clock. Keyshawn Kemp under center, hands the ball off. Gain off the right side by senior running back Matthew Kemp, but way short of the first down. So I'm presuming that East Bladen will go ahead and kick this ball away, and that appears to be what they are going to do. Now Kemp, kid who just played quarterback on this series, is their punter. So I don't know if Coach Priest would try a trickeration play here, but I think he might like to just get this ball as far away as he can. There's not even anyone back to return a kick for the Wolfpack, so they want to make sure as well that that Kemp does boot this ball. So players trying to get into the game for East Bladen, and I think they may have to burn a timeout. So 1:02 to go, 55-18 lead for Whiteville. It was 28-6 at the half. Pack's added 27 here in the second half. Big night through the air for Odin. 28-yard, 5-yard, 63, and 29-yard TD passes for the senior Luke Odin. There's the kick, and it's going to settle down at right at the 50-yard line. Number 35 for East Bladen, who unfortunately we do not have on the roster. Did a great job of punt kick coverage. So with 53 seconds to go, the Wolfpack will take over exactly at midfield, and they could probably take a knee or two here and get out without even having to run the ball. Kind of a quasi-victory formation for Whiteville as Odom takes the knee. So we're going to wrap it up here as the game itself wraps up. A convincing win for Whiteville, 55-18 over East Bladen. As we mentioned earlier, with the victory, Whiteville improves to 4-1 in the conference. They'll be in second place in the 1A, 2A Waccamaw, and 7-2 on the year. And East Bladen, their final game of the regular season, they dropped to 4-2 in the conference in third place and 5-5 overall. Well, that's going to do it for this week's game of the week here on FOCUS Broadband Television. For producer Nathan Evers and our camera operators, Jill Lawrence and Taryn Wilson, we sure appreciate you joining us on all these local games, and we'll be back with you next week when South Brunswick visits the Trojans of West Brunswick. The final score, Whiteville 55, East Bladen 18. Good night, everybody.